I was sent on a quest to find some of the greatest things in America. Thankfully, most of them were found in one city. What you're about to see is just a small taste of what I found. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, home to great people and places. One of its favorite native-born sons is Muhammad Ali. I'm here in the Muhammad Ali Center with Jeannie Conkey. Now, Jeannie, was Muhammad Ali really the greatest?
Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. And this Ali Center is Muhammad Ali's dream to really carry on his legacy and let people know about his ideals and what he believed in, and to actually help people discover the greatness within themselves.
Now, let's talk about some of the exhibits. What are the greatest exhibits that people can expect when they come here?
Well, the Ali Center has 2.5 levels of award-winning exhibits, and the beauty of the Ali Center is that there's something for everyone. So there's also for people interested in sports and especially boxing. There's, of course, this was Muhammad Ali's profession, even though humanitarian work is his passion. We have a lot of boxing footage, video on demand, a lot of film, not a lot of artifacts as people might expect, just a lot of media reflecting that historical path in Muhammad Ali's life.
Well, Jeannie, you're the greatest. Muhammad Ali, he's the greatest.
I am the greatest.
Now let's go around and see what other people have to say about the great things in Louisville. We're here at the Belle of Louisville with Marietta. Marietta, the Belle of Louisville, is it the greatest steamboat?
Well, of course, it is the greatest. It is the oldest operating steamboat there is on the Ohio River. And it's so great that we even won the Great Steamboat Race.
And what is the Great Steamboat Race?
It's just where we go racing up the river, and we're just having a blast.
Now, what can people do if they go on the Belle of Louisville?
They can have a nice, relaxing cruise up the river with lunch or dinner.
Thank you so much, Marietta. Yes, there are great things in Louisville. Let's go see what else we got. America's greatest pastime could never be played without America's greatest bat. Here we are outside the Louisville Slugger Museum with Ebony, who works here. Ebony, I've got some questions for you. First of all, is the Louisville Slugger bat really the greatest?
Of course.
Of course, she says. Now, what makes it the greatest, Ebony?
It's originated here in Louisville. We make the finest bats, 60% major league and 80% minor league.
You hear that? 60% of the bats used are in the majors. That's pretty great. Now, Ebony, tell us about this great bat behind us.
Well, this bat here is 120 feet tall. That's about it. It's 120 feet tall. It's not made out of wood. It's not made out of wood.
Gotcha. Thank you so much, Ebony. Our search for the greatest, it will continue. I'm here with Hall of Fame jockey Pat Day, winner of 9 Triple Crown races, 12 Breeders' Cup races, 8,803 or 4 wins, depending on who you talk to, and the all-time winner here at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, Pat, you have raced all around the world. Would you say that Churchill Downs is the greatest racetrack?
I would say that it is one of the greatest racetracks, but it hosts the greatest race in the world, the Kentucky Derby, that's held on the first Saturday of May every year right here in Louisville, Kentucky.
So it's the greatest race in the world. So you would say that the greatest race in the world would take place on the greatest track, wouldn't you?
One of the greatest racetracks.
Close enough. Also, Pat, with all the things that you've accomplished in your life, would you say that you are the greatest jockey in horse racing?
Oh, I would say that I'm one of the greatest, but I wouldn't say I'm the greatest. However, I do serve the greatest, and that's the Lord Jesus Christ.
Now, Pat, tell us a little bit about the twin spires behind us. I hear that those aren't the only 2 that we have here. I heard there's a third. Explain that one to us.
Well, we've got 3 steeples now here at Churchill Downs, and the third one has a cross on it. We've built a chapel here on the backstretch of Churchill Downs that ministers to the physical and material needs of the people, but specifically to the spiritual needs through the cross of Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Pat. The final stop on our tour takes us to Louis the 16th. Yes, folks, Louisville itself was named after this French monarch. Perhaps the greatest French monarch in history? I think so. In fact, many people think so. The Virginia General Assembly named Louisville after him in 1780. The French, they didn't like him. He was beheaded. But to us, he is the greatest. I hope you enjoyed your sneak peek into the greatest city in America, Louisville, Kentucky. What makes it the greatest is not just the people and places, it's the fact that it is. If you don't think Louisville's the greatest city, then apparently you have not traveled